Hello everyone, you are welcome to Aigbedo Talkshow again, otherwise known as The Other Side. This is a place where we talk about trending issues. We look at it from different perspectives. We try to dissect it, analyze it, and we give room for comments as well, and also feedback. Last time I spoke about the president of Russia, Vladimir Putin, and the buildup of these military troops around or across Ukraine. He also has some of these troops in Belarus, which borders Ukraine and Russia. For a long time, people have been trying to find out what Russia President Vladimir Putin has in mind, what he wants to do. And he kept on telling people that he doesn't have the interest to invade Ukraine. And he left people in the dark and left people wondering. But the dust is now clear that Russia wants an invasion of Ukraine because he just recently announced that the separatist regions, the breakaway regions of Ukraine, Luhansk and Donetsk, now it is very clear that the intention of Russia for a very long time, the intention of Vladimir Putin for a very long time was to invade Ukraine. And now it is happening. It is happening live. Russia has invaded Ukraine, a sovereign nation, a free state, a free country, a country that has not committed anything. An innocent country has been invaded by Russia. When the Russian foreign minister was interviewed, even most of the ambassadors, they kept on lying that their intention was not to invade Ukraine. But now it's happening. Ukraine is invaded and everyone is devastated. There's no gainsaying, there's no joke that the world is not going to take it easy with Russia. Though Russia is a nuclear power, but Russia itself has to place some caution here because we do not want a nuclear war. NATO, the European Union, and the US, they just have to use a matured mind to deal with Russia because Russia at this junction doesn't care what happens at all. Putin is ready for all. It's ready for any disaster. It's not planning to go for negotiations. Negotiations would have been the answer. Nothing is better solved with deliberations and diplomacy. But many presidents have been to Putin, the Chancellor of the Chancellor Scholz of Germany, British Prime Minister, and many other U.S. Joe Biden has spoken with Russia president, and many other presidents like President of France. But because Russia, Vladimir Putin is bent at attacking Ukraine, so that is his system. First of all, he announced, he gave independence to the separatists, Donetsk and Luhansk. As if that was not okay for Russia president, but he still went further and started the attack or the invasion of Ukraine. Now many lives have been lost, and Putin is still pressing on. So it is time that Putin has to come to his senses and stop this invasion because people are already dying. People are dying, houses are shattered, refugees are on the run. So this is not expected to be happening at this particular time. Russia president has to grow up and he has to make sure he listens to other people and stop this barbaric war that Ukraine. Anyway, this is the current situation, and I know many sanctions countries, all other areas like the US, Britain, Germany, EU, and all other parts of the world because Ukraine is an independent nation, and no other country has right to trespass or to invade a country that is independent. This erratic behavior from from Russia, is not welcome by anyone, by any nation. the way the Russian president Vladimir Putin is behaving, he has to shield his gun because there's no other way that can bring peace. At the end of the day, there will be casualties in both sides. There will be casualties in Russia. There will be casualties in Ukraine. Nobody should beat the drum of war this time. And Vladimir Putin has to listen to other countries. He has to listen to people so that this incursion should be brought to an end without resulting in any kind of bloodshed. Anyway, today I'm not going to talk about President Putin. I'm going back to Africa, West Africa, and to be specific, Nigeria. There's a trading issue which has been ongoing for some months now, though it started last year. It started July last year, and it's about a cop, a Nigerian police officer known as Abba Kyari. The issue of Abba Kyari is something that has a double-edged sword, and it's not just a mere thing. Something that people are taking very seriously, because he was pronounced as a sort of a super cop in Nigeria, as one of the best police officers in Nigeria. But now some people are seeing him as sort of a super criminal because of some allegations against him. So what I'm going to talk about in this video is about this Abba Kyari. Whether he is actually a super cop, or he was a super cop, or a super criminal. Yes, some people will say that Abba Kyari is a super cop because of his successes, of his previous successes, what he was doing before. Some people will argue that he was a super criminal. In Nigeria, I think there are a lot of discrepancies about what the police stands for. There are many great police officers in Nigeria, and just as you have great police officers in Nigeria, the same way you have some criminals element in the Nigerian police force. And as a result of this, many people have become so unfriendly with the police generally, because they rubbish those that are really working hard to protect Nigerian society, Nigerian people, with the bad eggs among them. So that is why many people are becoming so unfriendly with the police. We know that the police generally, many of them are doing a good job, to be honest. They are doing a good job, but we have to give them credit for this. But there are many unscrupulous elements in the Nigerian police force, such as this purported or allegedly police DSP, Abba Kyari, for his alleged involvement in this criminal activities with the first one with the hush puppy, and the second one with the drug cartel. Anyway, let me just look at some of the things that some people will agree that they will use to testify that Abba Kyari, the suspended police officer, was a super cop. What he was when he was in Lagos, actually, he achieved a lot of things because he was a commander in one of the police units, and he was seen everywhere. The many criminals, he was able to, deal with many criminals. He was able to arrest many criminals, and from there, he was also promoted. He became a commander in one of the SARS department in Nigeria, and he made a lot of successes. And I could see that even at the time, Abba Kyari was promoted to Inspector General of Police in the Department of Intelligence and Response Investigation Team. He was, he was well known, and he was everywhere. So these are the successes that people we think about Abba Kyari as a success story, because he was everywhere. He was doing this. Even Abba Kyari was also seen in the East during the time IPOB was very prominent. Dealing with many people, arresting many people, because he was flown everywhere by plane, and he got a lot of team, a lot of group working with him. So this is why some people will testify, or they will admit that the suspended super cop or I don't know whether it is a super cop or the suspended super criminal. Story was a success story. But we have to look at the other side. Abba Kyari will be a criminal, or a purported criminal. Let me not call him a criminal because until one is found guilty and until one is court case is true and is convicted, you can't call somebody a criminal. But criminality is something that Abba Kyari he has robbed himself with. He has rubbish himself with it because everybody is saying this, everybody can testify that Abba Kyari is involved in one way or the other with this drug cartel and this money laundering that involve hush puppy. Anyway, to start with, I think the case that involved Abba Kyari came to light on July 29, 2021. That was last year, when a self-confessed internet fraudster, Hush Puppy, with the real name Abbas Ramon. So he was very popular in Instagram. He was popular in Facebook, everywhere, and he was showing off with a lot of cars, private jets, doing a lot of things. And he was called by FBI in America, and during the investigation, the investigation was able to be linked to this police DSP, the suspended police DSP Abba Kyari. And though Abbas Ramon, which is a hush puppy, is now serving almost 20 years in jail in America. But he was the one that indicted Abba Kyari, the disgraced suspended police officer. He indicted him by saying that Abba Kyari, that he sent $1.1 million to Abba Kyari just to settle, to deal with one of his friends. When they were doing the drug, probably had a team. He has many colleagues. His cartel in this internet fraud team. So there was a deal they did, and that deal, one of the colleagues, I think is a person of Vincent, I should have the name, Vincent Chubike should be the name of the person. Let me just see. What this yes. So as I was saying, one of his colleagues by name Chibuzo Vincent was trying to bring to light what the hush puppy was doing, and by trying to go to the police. He reported hush puppy to Abba Kyari. This is the FBI investigation. What they found out, and he wanted to involve hush puppy. So hush puppy, knowing that Abba Kyari as a super cop in Nigeria was well known, now tried to turn the clock around, turn the case against one Mr. Vincent Chibuzo. And he now asked Abba Kyari to help him deal with this one Vincent Chibuzo. So, and in that case, Abba Kyari Hush Puppy invited Abba Kyari to Qatar, a hotel, and where he treated him very nice, and he paid him almost $1.1 million to jail this Mr. Vincent Chibuzo. And he allegedly did this, and I'm very sure this Vincent is in prison as I'm speaking to you now, and that is how he indicted him. And this proceed was coming from the defrauding of a Qatari businessman, a school founder in Qatar. So this is the first indictment, and because of this, the FBI in California, they have declared Abba Kyari wanted, and because they declared Abba Kyari wanted, so they notified Nigerian government, and Nigerian government now saw everything. Even before Nigerian government could react, Abba Kyari, the the purportedly known Super Cop, who is now a suspended DSP, went to social media to try to deny his involvement, saying that he didn't know anything about this. So, and this is the police. This is what the police commission see as something that is against the law, and that is why they suspended Abba Kyari in the first place, pending investigation and the request from FBI in California to extradite Abba Kyari back to the US. This one is still ongoing. Nigeria has not, they have not confirmed what they want to do. They need to do the reason for suspension is that he broke the law by going to social media to try to defend himself, because that is not the normal ethic according to the police service commission. Anyway, there's another lately, I think on the 14th of February, which is this very month, Abba Kyari was also indicted as a drug dealer, which a drug cartel from Brazil through Ethiopia and down to Nigeria. He was also indicted that is having hand in these drug deals, and there was one that even at Enugu airport, that the drug that this team, the response team, seized from these drug barons, that there was a trendy video where Abba Kyari was seen taking almost $61,400, $61,400, from trying to sell about 25 kilograms of that cocaine to other people. This is what was seized at the airport in Enugu from a drug cartel. So this is something that is, this is the area people who also think that Abba Kyari cannot just be a super cop, but also a super criminal. We should also, let us also look at some of the honors Abba Kyari got from Nigeria, because it was called the super cop. In 2018, Abba Kyari was honored by the first lady, by the President Buhari first lady, for his hard work. He was honored. In 2019, he was also honored. Was given this an award by Silverbird. Silverbird was given this award by Silverbird, Silverbird Award, and just for his illustrious duty. And in 2020, Abba Kyari was invited to the National House of Assembly. I could see Peter Obi honoring him with a cup, and people were, they were so amazed. People were clapping for it. This is the type of people we want, not knowing that Abba Kyari has got the other side of himself, and this other side is coming to light, and this is why people are not bothered that this issue is not a trending issue. Although, as I said before, you cannot confirm that one is guilty until it is sentenced, until it is found guilty by the court. But it has got to show the kind of criminality among the Nigerian police, because Nigerian police is something that has been on news for many years. Because of this bad acts among the Nigerian police, many people, they are not, they don't feel comfortable with some of the activities they are doing. That is why when they stop them on the way, they just say, okay, after all, you are just after you collect money. Anything that they carry, if they give you money, you are ready to accept. So it's time for Nigerian police to be sanitized, so that these bad acts need to be flocked out of the Nigerian police, so that the Nigerian police can get a very good reputation. A reputation, as people say, is not complete until everything ends up. No matter the kind of reputation that you gather, but if you are able to keep that reputation to the last, then that is when your reputation is confirmed. But if you are not able to sustain that reputation, it is always a difficult thing for people to count your successes, because in the midst of successes, there are bound to be failures. I think this is the falling part of this disgraced police commissioner, suspended police commissioner Abba Kyari. And this is something is not really encouraging, because it has got to show the way people celebrate people who they think are doing the right thing, whereas when they dig into them, they might not be doing the wrong thing. Abba Kyari, if you look at the companies Abba Kyari was keeping or is keeping, you can see this. There was another video that came out where Abba Kyari was just, I know everybody, you can have fun, but you can see the kind of people that were there, in this discotheque where he was singing this, you want to chill with the big guys and all this sort of something. Of course, it's free to do, it's free to have, it's so fun, but you look at the caliber, you look at the people, the mix of people that he was. So it was, some people know that this thing came to light about the Hush Puppy saga and this drug cartel saga. Everybody would have still be cutting it for, raising their hand for this suspended police commissioner Abba Kyari. Anyway, Abba Kyari has now been indicted by the Nigeria Law Drug Enforcement Agency. And it's not only him, all other of his teams, I think about 5 of them have been also, arrested. They are indicted, and the IGP, the police, the Inspector General of Police, has also confirmed this. They need to, Abba Kyari and his team, those ones that are indicted, they need to face the music, because there is no point. No one is allowed, no matter the position you are in any of the forces or in any position, in any rank and file in Nigeria, you can't just fool the people all the time. That's what Bob Marley said. You can fool some people sometimes, but you can't fool the people all the time. At a particular time, your cup will be full and you'll be brought to justice. And that is exactly what is actually happening here. If I want to say other things about this Abba Kyari, even during the investigation of the FBI in America, they could see that Abba Kyari, laundered some money to his brother's account. And this was also seen by the police service commission in Nigeria, that Abba Kyari laundered a lot of money, almost 233 million was laundered into Abba Kyari's account, and Abba Kyari also sent about 144 million to his brother's account. So all these things are out there. It's something that needs to be thoroughly investigated. As I said, these are all allegations. You are not guilty until you are actually found guilty by the court, and we have to wait for this. And we want a sort of openness in this case. The police, the Nigerian police, and the Nigerian Police Commission, Service Commission, is doing a very great work here. The independent police department, they are doing a very great work here. And we also advise the police IG, the IG, Inspector General of Police, to make sure that everything here is totally and thoroughly looked at, because Nigerians, we want transparency. The bad old days or the dark old days are gone, where people are not concerned. Everybody is concerned about this case. We want to see the light to try to maintain the integrity and the reputation of Nigeria police force. So these things has to be totally handled in a fair manner, fair to Abba Kyari and fair to the society. So there is no closing the door, there is no trying to hide anything in this case. So that anyone that is, if Abba Kyari, if the suspended DSP is Abba Kyari, is guilty, he need to be given the appropriate punishment. Nigerians don't want more or less. We want a sort of transparent case in this issue of Abba Kyari. So as I was saying, if you like what you are saying, don't hesitate to give me some likes, and then subscribe as well. We'll be coming up with such trending issues that that people will be concerned about, issues that people need to know about, what is going on, what is trending, and we continue to do this until the matter is finished. Just as I said about the Russian president earlier. So I will come here again to give us an update about this very issue, and I hope you quite enjoyed it. I thank you. As I said before, and a very hot topic, and we need to follow this topic up and see what is going to result in. Hopefully, we have trust in the Nigerian police. We have trust in the Nigerian judiciary, and we hope that the Chief Justice of the Federation will do the right thing, in this case, and everybody will trust that the Nigerian police require will be given to them. You know, we want to fish out these bad eggs in the Nigerian police. And when the earlier this is done, the better for Nigerian society. Thank you for watching. Thank you. And as I said, please give me some likes and also subscribe to my channel so that anytime I bring up any new video, you'll be the first one to get such a video. Thank you. And as I said, this is Aigbedo Talk Show, also known as The Other Side. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.